Hey guys, Dan here. I hope you're doing well. We're kind of gearing up for Thanksgiving, but I wanted to push this video out before the holidays. So yeah, this is the demo for Butcher's Creek by David Szymanski. I've already recorded my playthrough, so I'm just gonna talk over my gameplay and talk about the game and give you some background and give you my thoughts about it. And I'll try to explain my decisions as we go along. So anyway, that's my intro. Now let's get started. Okay, it starts with some text here. I'm not going to read it, but you can pause the video if you'd like. Basically, it's suggesting that our character, the protagonist, isn't really a good dude. He's arrived at the town of Butcher's Creek. It's out in the boonies, and our goal is to find videotapes. They'll be scattered around. You'll see. But the tapes are snuff films. This is a game about murder and torture, and there's a level of gore here you might not be used to. It reminds me of some of Puppet Combo's games. It's that level of gritty, bloody horror. So here we are. This plays like a first-person shooter, but with melee instead of firearms. At least in the demo, anyway. There's plenty of makeshift weapons lying around, but they break pretty easily. So we'll constantly be looking for pipes, hammers, wrenches, anything to defend ourselves with. If you go to the right over here, at the start of the game, there's like a hidden weapon. I'm not sure if other players even noticed it or not. It's a hatchet. Now, this is one of the best weapons to have, so make sure you grab this at the beginning if you want to leg up on the enemies. There's also a few weapons over here. A hammer, a pipe wrench. The pipe wrench is actually pretty good too, but it doesn't compare to the hatchet, I don't think. There's the cabin. There's a pipe if we want it. But first, I head in here because there's an item that we need. A lot of objects in the game can be smashed and broken. We need to break down these boards. Now, you don't have to worry about... breaking and smashing items doesn't affect the condition of our weapon. But as we hit enemies or block or something, you'll see the weapon health will slowly degrade. We find some human bones. And this is the key to the cabin. Now at the bottom right of our screen, there's a weapon condition bar, and under that is our health bar. You see the red part? That's, well, by default we're at 50% health, but as we find tapes and hold on to them, the red goes away and our health increases, the white part. Here's a hatch. This will lead us to an underground tunnel system. So, David Szymanski, if you're not familiar, he's a very popular indie horror developer, but he's also made a few first-person shooters. In fact, that's what he's known for. Dusk, have you ever heard of Dusk? That's like his masterpiece. But he also made Iron Lung. That was very popular. He's worked with Dread XP and New Blood Interactive. I'm just exploring and taking in the atmosphere. Remember, we're looking for videotapes, but also we need to find different keys as well. So this guy came out of that locked door we tried. There's lots of callbacks and Easter eggs in this. That guy is dressed like an enemy from Dusk, with the flannel and the burlap sack hood. Here I'm just checking out that room he just came out of. When you see a TV, That means you can save your game by spending a tape. The tapes kind of act like a currency in this game. It's a kind of a neat little gameplay mechanic, like a high risk, high reward type of thing, because again, the more tapes you have on you, the more health you have. So I tried not to save very much because I wanted the high health instead. That saw blade is also a callback to Dusk. Yeah, I think the combat system is a little janky right now. We have extraordinary reach with our melee weapons, and the enemies do too. Like, a little too much, I think, but maybe he's working on fixing that already. More boards to break. And here we find our first tape. A snuff film. Our health went up a little tiny bit. And here's a key. The tunnel exit key. Oh, it sounded like there was somebody behind us. Nothing in here really, but another door. Another tape and a pipe wrench, but again, I prefer the hatchet, at least until it wears down.
Hey, you fuck!
Oh, that kind of scared me. I mentioned earlier, there's a way to block the enemy's attacks, but I've never been good at that sort of thing, getting the timing right. So you can see my technique, swing and immediately step back. It works pretty well, I think. Now we head through this door. And here's the exit. I'm just looking around to give you a sense of place. We're about to be introduced to another game mechanic. So we have a camera with us, like a Polaroid camera, and if we take pictures of blood and gore, we will regain a little bit of health. Pretty grisly, I know, but that's what we gotta do. Remember, our character is obsessed with snuff films and bloody murder. We can break these boards down. And here we'll find the sawmill office key. I like how quiet it is. Like, it feels eerie out here. The ambient sounds are really cool, and I don't know, they really put you into the scene, I guess. There's a hammer here if you want it. And a videotape. It looks like this used to be the road out, but why isn't there a gate? Why indeed. Obviously, this place is isolated and secret. They don't want to make it easy to escape from, right? I like how you're supposed to take your time and enjoy snooping around and figuring out what to do next. Now, in order for us to proceed, we'll have to spend 2 of our tapes to open the door. That kind of sucks, but... well, we're about to find a 4th tape. Alright, let's do it. Oh, that wolf howling outside is really scary. What have we here? Okay, someone got us from behind. We've been knocked out cold. We still have our tapes, though. That's good. What happened? Where am I? We need to get out of this cage. Actually, it's funny. This scene reminds me of Stay Out of the House. Have you guys played that? It's super scary. A strange-looking lock. We need to find an object with the same shape to fit in here. That's our new goal, in addition to the tapes, of course. There's a note on the wall here. Found this fat ass wandering around the old sawmill. They mention a guy named Travis. We'll have to remember that name. Alright, look here. Notice there's like broken glass on the floor. That will damage us. We have to avoid that. Two doors. We go through this one. This explains why the broken glass will hurt us. They took our shoes and our clothes, so I guess we're walking around in our underwear. Maybe we're wearing long johns or something. We can see a TV in that room. And there's something over there. I chose to take a photo of this blood spatter to regain some more health. Another videotape. I don't like this box cutter, so I'm also looking for a better weapon. It sounds like there's someone on the other side of that door, but we'll need a key anyway. Another tape. This bar of soap is another Easter egg from Dusk. It won't let me pick it up though. Here we find a maintenance key and some magazines. Now we can go through here. And there's no one around. Okay, at this point I go back because, again, I'm looking for a better weapon to use. Check it out. I'm breaking the boards with a box cutter. This is that TV we saw earlier. We can grab 2 more tapes. We'll grab this wrench. Actually, this pipe is better. Okay, there's someone standing down there. I don't know if you can see. He's got his back to us. I guess it's a one-hit kill from behind. Here I decided to try to find another way around, another way into that room. Okay, when I was editing this video, I realized something. There's gas canisters scattered around these areas. You can probably throw your weapon at them to make them explode. Like, I probably could have exploded these wooden boards instead of breaking them down, but yeah, that was a missed opportunity, I think. You can see the gas can at the bottom right. See it? Another tape. Up here, we can grab another tape. This door is locked, so let's go through this door down here.
Hey!
Another flannel guy. You get to see my flawless technique again. I'm sure the enemies will get tougher after the demo. I imagine the developer will tighten up the combat before the full release. Here comes another one. If you take damage, there's plenty of blood spatter to take pictures of. I grabbed his hammer, but it's in terrible condition, as you can see. A letter from Isaac to Jack. There's a radio tower nearby. So now we've got Travis, Isaac, and Jack. A TV and another note. This is funny. It's written by some guy named Gary, and he's making a reference to their outfits, like, why do they all have to dress like this? And he mentions the Watcher. So this gives us more lore as to what's going on around here. We've seen the video cameras. I assume this place is the source of the snuff films. Do they kidnap people and record their deaths? It's some kind of organization, like I don't know, like a club for killers, something like that. We can grab this tape, and here's the symbol shape that we were looking for. Now we can open that big door upstairs. I grabbed this pipe wrench, grabbed another tape. I decided to finally save my game here. Used up a tape. We can also kick, and I'm going to show you. That's our bare foot.
Hey!
Oh, there's two guys now. I don't do the kick thing. I didn't bother because swinging and taking a step back was already working so well for me. They can block all they want, but eventually I'm going to get them. Okay, this is a new enemy. He's wearing a balaclava. I didn't really notice a difference in his combat style, though.
Fuck you!
He still seemed pretty easy. I used this opportunity to refill some health, and there's also a tape in this room. It's a good thing these guys don't use guns, or I'd be dead, right? Maybe there's a lore reason why they only use tools and stuff. Maybe it's more brutal to beat someone to death with a hammer than to just shoot them. I don't know. If you find a Polaroid picture, it seems to completely fill your health up.
Get him! Fucker!
Yeah, this guy hit me a few times. I was right at the big door, but I decided to go back and take pictures to regain my health and also to find a better weapon in better condition. But then I came across another enemy. Here you can enjoy this montage of me getting my health bar back up. Alright, now we're ready. Okay, so here, it didn't occur to me to just throw my weapon, so instead I swung at the fuel canister, and I mean, yeah, you saw what happened. Kind of a stupid mistake on my part. I know. Another TV and a couple of notes. This one is from Will. I won't read it, but you can pause the video if you want. And then Travis replies in this one. I guess Travis is one of the top guys here. I saved my game, and now it's time to break these boards and see what lies beyond.
Hey, what are you doing here?
It's another balaclava, dude.
Fucker!
So this Polaroid will heal us, and we need to spin 2 tapes to open this door, but first I wanted to check out what's downstairs. It's funny, this part reminded me of the Pony Factory, another game by this developer, and then this Horsehead guy comes out. This is obviously a callback to Pony Factory. The enemies there are these demonic ponies that attack you. Nice little Easter egg. He's wearing a tie-dyed shirt. In this room there's some radioactive sludge, and also a hatchet, which I grabbed. Oh, this is the guy. I chopped his head off. Check it out. But there's someone else here. I don't know if the radiation can hurt you or not. I tried not to get too close. This guy gave me some trouble. This note says they're holding a woman captive in here, but first I wanted to explore the rest of the room. Okay, before I went up the steps, I decided to investigate the captive woman. Turns out there's no one in here, but We can pick up a Polaroid, and there's also another tape inside the cage that we can grab. Okay, just so you know, we're getting near the end. There's more toxic sludge up here.
Fuck you!
So I grabbed the hatchet, but then check it out. We found a shovel. Now we have a two-handed weapon. It probably does a lot more damage. Another tape here on the dirty mattress. "11 tapes, full weapon condition, full health meter. We're good to go." And that's the demo. It's only a taste of what's in store for us. What'd you think? Have you played this demo before? Are you excited for the full release in January? I think there's so much potential here. I'm glad they chose more of an industrial ambience type of music. I mean, the more obvious choice would have been to add a metal soundtrack, but I don't think that would have completely changed the mood of the game. You don't want the background music to rob your game of its cool, eerie vibe. It wouldn't be as creepy. But yeah, if you like my content, let me know. Maybe leave a comment below with your thoughts. I don't always respond, but I definitely read all the comments, and I appreciate you guys for sticking with me here. I try to be a positive voice in the indie horror gaming community. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.